Hello there, and thank you for joining us. Sarah Haran's YouTube series is called 3 Bags on a Boat. No, we're not the bags. We're really not.
We're not.
But we are on a boat. We're in Canary Wharf. The sun has been shining. It's gone back in again. We're keeping the windows open, so you will see some knocking around because there's a lovely breeze coming through. Why did you decide to do this?
To be very different, I think.
Which you always have been.
Yes, it's true. I wanted to do something different that would make us stand out. When you are a new brand, it's really difficult, and everything that you can do to give you a slight advantage. Mm-hmm. And also, I like boats. And I just thought it would be something really nice. And I could have bought a flat or a shop or something. But I thought, have a boat.
Because I can move it.
It is.
It's like posh caravan.
It is, actually. Yes. It is quite posh and it's nice. And I wanted to do something different. I think as you get older, it's all about doing different things.
Yeah.
I never would have conceived buying a boat when I was, 18. But now I can. And I'm going to use it for the business and to meet all our lovely friends and customers and do these sorts of things.
Obviously, there's the two of us, but we have a beautiful guest with us. She's actually a friend of both of ours.
Yes.
And I was first introduced to Tonia Buxton through cooking. Welcome along. I have been impressed for as long as I've known you with your ability to cook effortlessly, look glamorous, and produce so many dishes with profusion to anybody who's sitting in your kitchen.
Well, what a lovely introduction for a bag. I went on the bag. Another bag.
Having said that, of course, you're also an author. You are an advocate for good health through food, exercise, and making the right lifestyle choices, even when it comes to your handbag.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm so excited to be here, but I'm a massive fan of Sarah's bags. I just adore them. And so, when you asked me to come along, it's a no-brainer. It's like, absolutely, I've got a collection. And the only thing that I will say about Sarah's bags is sometimes I go into a complete rabbit hole with all my accessories laid out, thinking, am I going to put it this way? Am I going to put this tassel? Am I going to put this little purse on top? So, yes, sometimes I have to give myself extra time. Not getting ready for the day or for work, whatever you're thinking, okay, I've got my face on, I've got my hair on, I know what I'm wearing now. Gosh, how am I going to fix my bag now? So
I have actually seen on Instagram Tonia's wardrobe, which is more like a walk-in closet, and it's like, you accessorize. You are accessorizer.
I'm quite ashamed that you've seen it, Anthea, because I know how tidy you are. But yes, I love accessories. I love them. I think it's what makes you different, your accessories and how you accessorize.
Which is why it's a unique best match.
That's right, yes.
Now, Tonia, you also created a beautiful line of clothing.
Oh,
I
yes,
happen,
there we are.
funnily enough, to be wearing one of your blouses, and you happen, of course, to be wearing
one of my dresses.
Dress.
Thank
We're going
you.
to talk a little bit more about those in a moment, but you have a handbag with you.
I've got.
And the point of this programme is to find out what people have inside their handbags.
So this is one of my favourites. I've actually kind of accessorised it quite plainly today, because often I've got the little pouch that hangs out. What's the little pouch? I love that. What's
little
there?
Jazzy
But today,
Jane.
And what I love about this one is that depending on how busy my day is, I can make it nice and small.
Yes.
Or I can open it up and
really
have a much bigger and really stuff it. When it becomes, it's a working. My bags have to be working bags, so I'm always rushing around. I'm always going from meeting to meeting.
Yeah.
So this is brilliant. And there are many things in my bag. What should we start with? Shall we start, because it's up here, it's poking out, your friend and mine's book.
Yeah.
So I always have a book in my bag. And the book I'm reading at the moment is this, A Better Second Half by Liz Earle, who's our friend. And she is an absolute advocate for the things that I agree with in life. So everything that she says in this book, especially about perimenopausal, menopausal women, it's not just for them, because actually young women need to read something like this because it sets them up for life. But it's got all the things that you're wondering about, what to eat, the vitamins you need, exercises, and also her story is a remarkable story. And I love the idea of getting older and us having a better second half. That's what, just the title in itself gives me joy. And so that's what I'm reading at the moment. So I've always got a book in.
She talks about being stronger as you get older.
Yes.
Yeah, which I think is
what people don't
massively
think.
important. and especially in our bones, our muscles. And I've really taken that on board. And eating protein.
Eating protein and lifting weights. I mean, like you're a bodybuilder, that's what you need to be doing. And that's what most people say, oh, I don't want to put muscle on. Sweetie, you'd be lucky to put muscle on. You'd be lucky to retain the muscle you've got. That's why people shrink, because their muscles are shrinking. Everything shrinks on them. So, yeah, it's all in there. That's and one of the other things that she talks about in there, and this is one of the things that people always laugh about. I always have my hip flask with.
Well, yeah, that's obviously you're half Scottish.
Yeah,
if you're carrying one of those, I have to say. Yeah.
Actually, in my hip flask is extra virgin, hyphenolic, organic olive oil.
That's not what they have in theirs in Scotland.
No. You know, the thing is about olive oil, and it's something that I want to really be screaming about, is that there are different qualities of olive oil around, and you need to make sure that you have a really good olive oil. This type of olive oil is medicinal, and I put it on my salads. I take it with a tablespoon. I'm actually going to open it up so you girls can have a little sniff of it. Shame you can't see the colour, but if you can smell the olive oil there,
Olive oil.
it's got a bitter tang to it, because it's hyphenolic.
Explain hyphenolic.
So hyphenolic is the phenols within an olive oil. It is the medicinal quantity, quality.
The
phenols.
The phenols.
Plant
Is that like
phenols.
polyphenols?
Polyphenols, yes.
Red
yes.
wine.
Exactly that. Red wine as well, there we go.
Yes.
The thing
All the
about
nice things
this
then.
type of olive oil, ladies of our ages, it is the most anti-inflammatory thing you can ingest. And everything to do with aging is inflammation. So if you ingest something anti-inflammatory, you're bringing down inflammation all the time. It's the best thing you can do for your skin, for your hair, for your joints, everything. So, and most olive oils in restaurants, you know the ones when you see them, they're in glass bottles and they're out in the sun. Don't
touch them.
Touch it, because not only is it not good for you, but it's been oxidized, so it's toxic.
Right.
So that's why.
Okay.
That's
Remember
one of the
that
things
one.
that
And
I
is there
carry.
any-
Because they always, every restaurant you go to, there's a glass
always
bottle.
on the
That's probably
table.
been out there for weeks, and they just keep topping it.
No, and
Right.
a lot of them mix it with vegetable oil and olive oil as well. So just don't touch it. You know you've
right.
you've gone to a
Good
good
tip.
restaurant if they have their olive oil in a tin or a dark bottle and it's not in the sun. Then you know you've hit on gold there.
Or you take your own with you.
Or you take your own with.
Do you think we can
In a
have a
hip
little
flask.
Sarah Haran hip flask?
Yes,
we'll
that
have
would
to.
be
That's
great.
great.
Honestly,
Make a little
I
cup
would
with all
love
that.
it.
Yes, yeah.
Can I just interject here, because I am very influenced by what Tanya says to me, that I take a shot of olive oil every morning. Now, of course, what we just haven't mentioned to anybody who doesn't know you is that you are from Cyprus originally.
Yeah.
And so everybody talks about the Mediterranean diet as being the best in the world.
But the whole studies that were done on the Mediterranean diet were actually done in Crete in the 1970s, where nobody had any heart disease. And the reason that they worked out that these people don't have heart disease is purely because of the amount of olive oil they were taking and the quality of the olive oil they were taking. So olive oil is the elixir of youth. It's the elixir of life. You just need to take more of it.
And I came back from Crete last week,
Right.
and I have reinvigorated my massive interest in olive oil.
Yeah.
So because it's always nice, anybody watching who wants to take this tip home with them, we go to a supermarket, which is where generally most people buy their olive oil. Across the aisle, we're looking for extra virgin.
You need extra virgin organic, and we want the phenols to be hyphenolic. It needs to be over 250 milligrams of phenols per 100 milliliter, which should say it on the back of the label. But you can get some that the one that I have is 2,000 milligrams of phenols per 100. So it is important that you get a hyphenolic one. Don't look at the ones in clear bottles. Don't look at the ones that and you do to a certain extent get what you pay for.
Yeah.
If the olive oil's in a dark bottle or a tin, that's the one to go for.
I've had lots of conversations with people in my age group, so let's say 60s, who go,
That still blows my mind.
When I get up, in the middle of the night, and I want to go to the toilet, I ache. I don't ache, and I honestly put it down to
the olive
my
oil.
consumption of olive oil.
And you'd be completely right. One of the things that it helps with is psoriasis and inflammation of that sort.
Right.
But the other thing that really helps, and I carry in my bag everywhere, is this balm. This balm for me has been a complete lifesaver in many ways, because I am someone that my stress comes through on my skin. So when I'm a bit stressed with the kids or something's going on, this is where I take a little bit of this, I put it on my stressed elbow, and I rub it in, and it soothes it straight away.
And that's psoriasis.
It's actual it's not just dry skin.
No,
dry skin is
psoriasis.
This is psoriasis, and this has helped with my psoriasis in a way that I can't fathom.
I'm so
I
good.
can't imagine.
You know there is olive oil in that.
There is.
Yeah.
Well, you know the other thing I do, and because I have dry hair,
Yeah.
I basically, you know when you get the wispy bits, especially this frizzy weather, is I just take a little bit and put it through the strands of my hair like that, and it just kind of texturizes it. I mean, I love it.
Yeah,
This is fantastic. So I always have this in my bag because it's kind of like fixes so many things. It's a rescue remedy. So
which is the whole idea, really. We want less. You know, one of the reasons for creating it was that so we had less bottles to worry about.
This does everything.
About it.
Yeah, it's it's a great hair mask. You know that, don't you? Have you tried it as that? Yes, okay. So
I have.
Of course you have. Sorry.
Which is why it's got castor oil in it.
Right. Castor oil is so fantastic.
castor oil, brilliant.
And actually
Eyebrows.
eyebrows and that, but also if you've got a bit of a tight tummy or you go to the loo for a bit, castor oil
I wouldn't drink that.
No, but if you rub it clockwise around, you rub it clockwise around your tummy, castor oil absorbs really well and helps loosen. Anyway, we won't stick on that conversation.
What have I got next? We need to go to the loo.
Okay, so I could not have one of my dresses in here, which
It's like Mary Poppins. It's like Mary Poppins.
Fantastic. That's what I said was so fantastic about the bag. So when you've got it done up like this, you know, it's a really smart, kind of very elegant bag for lunch. But when you have it open like that, you can put everything in. And often, because I'm out quite often from morning till night, if I need to change from day to evening, then this is the other style. This is my bell sleeve dress, which actually when you wear it, especially in this colour, you look like the dancing lady emoji because it's got the twirls to it. I made these dresses so you can just scrunch them up and throw them in a bag and they don't get creased. It's great for travelling.
And the blouse.
And the blouse as well.
I literally, well, you saw me when I did it.
Yeah.
Saw my bag, she came out. And I'm just going I'm just going to stand up so you can see, maybe see a little bit more, which is, this is what it looks like.
Beautiful. It looks stunning on you, Anthea.
It's the fabric that's really good. Yeah. Whereas I had to iron this because it was all crushed.
I'm a terrible ironer and I like
material.
So it is a man-made fabric.
Yeah.
It is a man-made fabric. It's 100% polyester, which people go, oh! But the first one I bought of these dresses, because somebody else had made them before and they went out of business, and that's when I started, is 16 years old. And I still wear that dress. You wash it and you put it on a hanger. There's no need to iron it, and it's still it's a forever dress.
Yes, exactly.
You can wear it as a kind of beach cover up and everything. It's not a throwaway dress.
Absolutely not.
So that's the other thing. What else have I? George, I've got in my bag. Oh my gosh! This is fantastic. We're talking about health because I'm all about. The thing is, though, as we said, we're having a better second half, and it's all about feeling good as well as looking good. They're tied up. If you look good, naturally, you tend to feel good. So this is
I'm a nicer person as well.
Yeah,
heavily
absolutely. So one of the things...
You're far too nice already.
I'm a much nicer person and it scrubs up.
Yes, it's true. You feel attractive, you feel good.
Confidence is a key to life.
But one of the things that's really confusing for everyone, whatever age you are, is supplementation. We do need to supplement our diets to a certain extent. It's very hard. I think I have the perfect diet, but you still need to supplement things. So what I used to do is I used to go and get a blood test done, 50 markers. It costs around between £500 and £700, which is so much money to then tell me that I need a bit more magnesium, I need a bit more vitamin D, I need all these things. So I then came across this company called Bionic. And what Bionic do is that you have this kind of thing with them where they do the blood tests for subsidise it quite heavily. So it's 100 and something pounds. And then they make 3 months worth of bespoke supplementation for you. So they actually make supplements for you.
Based on what's missing or,
So you're not, as we said before, often when you take supplements, you spend a fortune on them and then you're just making expensive pee water because you're just peeing it out, your system's absorbing it.
Yes.
Weeing it out.
Yes, weeing it out.
So this is another thing. This is their travel case, and in here you'll see you can either have it in the granules. I quite like the capsules. So I've got these. I take these twice a day, 4 capsules, which have everything that I need.
Different colours.
Every little bead there, every little bead in there is a different nutrient that I am deficient of.
So we do a lot of self-medicating,
Yeah,
don't we?
yeah.
I've read in a magazine that I need to take, more vitamin C,
Yes,
more
exactly.
magnesium, D. But how much D should I take? And also, not all supplements are created equal.
Absolutely.
There's so much rubbish in them.
They need to be naturally derived,
Yep.
and they need to be super absorbable. And,
Yeah, I
and
think
also, how they're put together makes a big difference as to whether you absorb them or not. So, for example, on top of these, I also take fish oils because you can't put fish oil in this. It would mess up. It would mess up the formula, and they wouldn't be as absorbable in the same way.
Okay.
So the fish oils are separate as that you take. So you take this and you take your fish oils, and it just sets you up. I just know that I am not deficient in anything. And then you can have the blood test done every year, every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever you want to do, and they change the formula.
And are there things like curcumin in there and things like that, or are these all
Yes.
more sort of...
No, there's curcumin, there's turmeric in there.
Ours
There's
might be a
pepper
different
there.
colour.
They'd be a completely different colour.
and
My
yours would
husband's
be
ones look
different
completely
colour.
different to mine.
Because they're all
yeah.
doing it individually.
This is fascinating.
So it's
Never
you
heard
know,
of that, you see? Very cool. Yeah.
We'll put some information
handbags
about all these
looking
things
and
in
feeling
there.
good and practicality and
Yeah, yeah,
function.
yeah.
And so vitamins, olive oil, what you're reading, what you're putting on your body, it's just all about looking and feeling good. So I am a woman of that age now.
Lots of things.
Where I can't actually see a thing. So when I'm reading my book, I can't see anything anymore. I need reading glasses.
Yes.
And all the reading glasses that were on the market were just so dull, and they just reminded me of a grandma.
Yeah.
So I thought, if I'm going to have to wear reading glasses...
Oh, go big or go home.
Yeah. They are amazing.
And you can't lose them really as easily.
No, you don't
When
use them
with
as
a
easy.
big
Yeah, when they're
not
big,
good.
yeah.
You know, if you put it down at a restaurant,
You're going to see them again.
Right, well, somebody's going to see them.
Yes.
Well, they're this...
Yeah.
And actually, I think they make my face look nice and petite if I have such large glasses. They're the Deirdre from Coronation
They look
style.
very nice on you. They look very nice on
Oh my goodness me.
You've got a tiny little... Oh,
my
my God.
I look like something from a cartoon.
Yes.
Make sure I suffer from having a nose like a ski slope.
Yes. You've got those noses that people pay a lot of money
And
for.
it, apparently it's in a book.
Yeah, there you go, see?
But it was Boy George who actually said to me, I was interviewing him way back in the 80s or something. He said, do you know you've got a nose like a ski slope? Well,
So there you have it. Boy George.
no, far. Now I've had my eyes lasered.
So you don't need it.
Yeah,
get them
and
done.
I know that. He talks a lot on it on my Instagram feed as well. Because I can now see distance and I can now see close up. Somewhere in the middle, it sort of all works out. This is my close up eye. This is my distance eye. Somewhere it all works out. Somewhere in the middle.
The best thing is you wake up in the morning, you can actually see.
No, that's not good. When you look in the mirror, you need a soft focus. This is the worst thing.
It's all a bit blurry for
When I
me.
came round from the operation, it was the worst thing. Looking in the mirror and going,
Oh, yeah. Well, because you said, how did that happen? I thought I was only 40. Oh, yes.
what
Yes.
do you have there?
Bit of extra excitement for you.
I have that bag. I love
Okay.
that bag.
So I thought Poppy was going to be perfectly good for you because you're doing all this running around now. You've got all this stuff. You want to make sure you don't hurt your back, so you can put that on and you can carry them equally. Anthea can testify to this is a really good bag. This is the one I am using constantly, and I know you do as well. And don't forget, you can take that off. So you've got that extra compartment, and inside it's very beautiful. You'll definitely be able to put a ton of dresses in it. Yeah.
Dresses and my laptop.
And
So
your
that's the
laptop.
thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a
And
working
the book.
bag. And the book.
all these-
Look at all the space
Yeah.
that's in it. And all the compartments.
Lots of compartments, and there's a thing to put your water bottle
in there.
Yep, so everything you can be organised.
Sarah, this has
Everything.
been my wish list bag for a long time, especially when, like I said,
There you
you
go.
overpack your bags for work. You're lopsided. Can I just put it on my back for a bit? Let me just
What it
put
feels
it on. Oh, see, look at that. Hold on.
When we're shifting around, especially because we live in the city, so we're always moving around, tubes, taxis. I tend to take
See, look at that.
front house off, and I got that as a cross bag.
Yes, and you can have the chain inside.
Yeah, so I've got that
Take
as
it
a
out.
cross bag.
Yeah.
And so I've got my Oyster card and my bits and pieces and
In there,
anything else,
handy, your
sunglasses,
phone.
all handy there. And then that,
Missed
and
back.
there, and
Love
also it's really secure. on a tube because you've got everything you need there. Or I do airports as well. I've always got my passports and my credit cards and everything in the front there.
I've been doing that with the bags, some of the other ones, accessorised ones that I've got. It's having a side bag with your passport, phone, bits in it. So that's all there, and then your bags. Thank you so much. This is so beautiful. I absolutely love this. This is absolutely what I wanted. So thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to seeing you running around.
I will be running around this all the time.
Running around with Poppy.
Yeah, there you go.
Poppy and Ivy. Oh, how sweet. Tanya, it's so lovely to speak to you like this. It's so nice. I know we chit-chat a lot, but you've explained so beautifully a few inspiring things there that have come out of your bag. And I'm going to remember the olive oil and also the tablets. Tell me about them.
Bionic supplements.
Bionic supplements. Because you are fascinated with me with that.
Good. Put that on and let other people know about it as well. Absolutely. The idea that it will completely tailored
to you.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I'm very happy.
Tanya, thank you so much for joining us. Your bag has been a revelation. I feel I've learned so much from what's inside there. I'm so glad you love that one as well. Poppy is one of my favourites. Really is. And we will be back very soon with more bags on the boat.
Thank you, everyone.
See you. Bye-bye. But our red carpet queen, Lizzie Candy.
Well, I know I stayed at Bruno Tonioli's last night and he's spilled on it.
Might not be toothpaste. It might not be toothpaste.
It is toothpaste. A pair of flat shoes.
Just so everyone can actually see
what are your high heels like? It's like you're standing there naked.
You're making me cry now, Anthea.
So
you've got a lot to thank me for. Or maybe not.